Yo, what is going on, Guardians? J-Man here, and today we're talking about the ultimate hunter loadout that will annihilate all of this season's Grandmaster Nightfalls. For those of you who are generous enough to check out my content, you know it's mostly PvP focused. But I really haven't seen anyone discussing these two arc exotics that made gilding my conqueror a breeze. Folks, both Shinobu's Vow and Raiju's Harness are busted when paired with the right mods and setup. And I wanted to try these out because 5 out of 6 GMs this season have an arc acute burn. So it only makes sense to leverage an arc subclass to take advantage of that extra 25% damage buff. With that being said, let's go ahead and break down each variation of the build that can be used depending on your playstyle. Starting with Shinobu's, these exotic gauntlets improve skip grenades while providing an additional grenade charge. And most importantly, return skip grenade energy upon damaging enemies. This is an excellent combo considering arc grenades have the ability to stun overloads thanks to the artifact mod surge detonators. I'd recommend using this build if you're comfortable playing a bit more aggressive and have experience melting down champions. Ideally, you'll spam grenades at overloads while sneaking in linear fusion rifle shots. And if you have another teammate using divinity, these champs literally stand no chance. And aside from overloads, these grenades are exceptional for ad clear and work great on other champ types as well. Now if you're a little more passive, you like to play it safe, slow and steady wins the race, then my friends, Raiju's Harness was made for you. Raiju's gives you the ability to twirl that arc staff, defending you and your allies for what feels like a full minute. On paper it might not sound useful, but for boss rooms and strikes like Exodus Crash, this thing is so damn clutch. Literally, there were plenty of GMs that would have sent us to orbit if it weren't for Raiju's. You can also play this against champs where you can guard until the enemy is stunned and then combo them with light and heavy attacks to take them down. Depending on the strike and your playstyle, you can interchange these two exotics, but we gotta pair them with the right aspects, fragments, and abilities. Lethal Current is a must-have, jolting enemies on melee hits, and don't sleep on Tempest Strike in PvE. I actually really enjoy chaining up red bars with this sliding melee. These aspects are supported by the fragment Spark of Discharge, Shock, Ions, and Resistance, which helps spawn ionic traces, jolts targets, and provides even more damage resistance. Naturally, if you're using Raiju's, you want to use Arc Staff, and Shinobu's I'd recommend Gathering Storm, but for both options, I still stick with the skip grenades because they're easy and effective to use. And Combination Blow is the icing on the cake, buffing the living hell out of your melee. As for the mods, I whipped up a nasty Elemental Well build that gets me rock solid. Elemental Ordnance to spawn wells on those skip nade kills, Bountiful Wells to double down on those well spawns. Seeking Wells because my lazy ass ain't going over there to pick those wells up. Overcharged Wellmaker might be the most underrated combat mod in the game. Simply finish an opponent to spawn 2 free Arc Elemental Wells. And last but definitely not least, how can you not slap on Lightning Strikes twice for even more grenade regen? Pair this build with all the fantastic Arc Legendary weapon options like Tarnished Metal, Horror's Least, Sail Spy Pitchglass, Storm Chaser, or Hothead, and you are cooking. Folks, when you get the hang of this build, you'll be shredding through literally every Grandmaster that this season has to offer. If you have any suggestions to make this build even stronger, please throw them down in the comments section below. And if you think this loadout will help you out this season, feel free to throw the video a like and consider subbing to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Cosmodrome.